When you're a rideshare driver for Uber, Lyft, or any other service, you make some extra change which you can use to spend. But if you're not careful, that change that you make can disappear. In fact, sometimes it can get rubbed right into your skin and disappear into the bloodstream. And once it's floating around the bloodstream, you could take it out of the side of your head, your ear, or your neck like that. So this is a video about how to make some extra money. They're not putting money aside for your taxes. Uber and Lyft don't do that. You get 100% of everything that you earn in your bank. So before we get started, go ahead and click the like and subscribe buttons down below. And click the notification bell, which will notify you every time I make a new video. Uncle Sam is going to come knocking on your door and want some money. So you really have to have a plan how to pay your taxes. And I have been driving for Uber and Lyft for 3 years, and I still haven't figured it out. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, one thing I do know is that I'm retired and I have a pension and I have Social Security. But this is the first year that I've been completely retired from the beginning of the year until now. So this will be the first full year that I have been dependent solely on my pension, Social Security, and driving for Uber and Lyft. But I don't know what's going to happen this year. I really don't. I have no clue what's going to happen. Most Uber and Lyft drivers have to pay taxes on the money that they earn. You can deduct the price of your cell phone if you bought a cell phone that year. You can also deduct the amount of money that you pay for your cell phone plan, or you can take the standard deduction. But I'm not a tax expert, I'm really not. Now, last year when I retired, my taxes seemed complicated because I was doing a lot of gig work. I had done Grubhub, I had done Doordash, I had done Uber and Lyft, Postmates. Now, Postmates has been absorbed by Uber. Uber bought Postmates. And then plus I still had income from my state job. I just went to an H&R Block office. I had to pay the lady $350 or something to fill out my taxes. Gave her all the paperwork, but she took care of it. And I got an $1,100 tax return, minus the $350 that I had to pay the lady. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what you do if you've been doing Uber and Lyft driving for some years and paying taxes. But this is the first full year for me. Even though I've been driving for almost 3.5 years, this is the first full year that Uber and Lyft, plus my pension and Social Security, are my sole incomes. What I think is going to happen is that my pension is paying taxes for me. And I'm hoping that at tax time, I won't have to pay a lot of taxes. But I'm not sure of that because, again, this is the first full year that I have been retired. So what do you do with your tax plan? Do you put money aside every month? Or at the end of the year or at the beginning of the year, whenever you file your taxes, you just find out, okay, I owe this much money, and you just pay for it? I'm putting money aside in an investment account, which I'm going to be using for paying my taxes. But I don't know if I'm going to need it or how much I'm going to need. But I just put some money aside every month just in case. What I'm going to do this year is the same thing I did last year. Once I get all my paperwork together, then I'm going to go to H&R Block instead of TurboTax, because TurboTax was a little confusing for me regarding rideshare. Now, I know a lot of rideshare drivers use TurboTax online, and even Uber and Lyft have special deals that you can use to get discounts for TurboTax online. But for me, what I think I'm going to do is the same thing I did last year, just until I get things sorted out in my brain how this works. I'm going to use H&R Block again. Now, as I said, I have been driving for Uber and Lyft for almost 3.5 years now, so it's not a new thing. However, the first 2 years, I was working full time and doing Uber and Lyft on the side on my spare time or days off from work. All of that changed when I retired. And then I started receiving a pension from the state. I received Social Security, and I received Uber and Lyft. So this year, starting in January of 2021, will be the first year where I'm not working anymore for the state of Texas. I am only employed as an independent contractor. I'm self-employed. We're going to see how the taxes work out. What I'd like to know is, what do you do? Or do you have a plan about what you're going to do for taxes, or are you just going to go with it, wing it, and what have you? If you've been a driver for a while, what have you been doing? And if you're a new driver, you will have to pay taxes on the money you're getting doing rideshare driving. Now, I don't think it's any more complicated whether you just do Uber or whether you do Uber and Lyft, or like with me, Uber, Lyft, Grubhub, maybe some other delivery services. I don't think it makes it much more complicated. The basic formula is the same. You're getting income from rideshare and food delivery. And there's a category for that in TurboTax. So let's hear from you. What do you do? A flight came in. I'm at the airport parking lot. There's about 10 different cars here waiting for one airplane. And it's not a big airplane. So we'll see if I get any rides. That's all for now. See you in the next video.